And hello everybody and welcome to XLNaga Cameras, and this is the game between Metacry and Ost. And this is in the losers bracket, so the player that loses this game will be eliminated and the other one will continue forward, and hopefully he can grab the sweet spot as the lower bracket winner and will go up in the finals against Sora Sash. I think it is.
Absolutely, it is. The final will be played as a best of 3, and these games are best of 1, so it's live or die. And we see green Terran in the north position and Protoss in the south position.
Yes, and as you can see, this is a very familiar map for everybody. It has been along for quite a long time. It came before Season 2 started, yeah, long before. Somewhere around Christmas, I think.
Yeah, I believe so, in one of the large patches, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. So it is a map everybody's familiar with if they're playing ladder. If you're not doing that, you might have missed it, but I don't think so. These players do ladder and they know what to do and they know how the map works.
Yes, and for those of you who doesn't know about this tournament, it's a fun tournament without a prize pool. And it's only Swedish players in it, and since it's a fun tournament, it's limited to, well, you can't play it if you're in Masters or Grandmasters.
I would even say that it is not even Diamond players are allowed in.
Oh yeah, of course.
So it is bronze to platinum players. Most players left is platinum. Speaking of platinum players, Metacry is actually the one eliminating me from the large bracket, the first brackets. I was up against him in the third round.
Yes, we did follow these on at least 2 maps in a row, both from close position on Metalopolis. First one he did a nice 2 racks and won the game. The other one didn't go as well, since the third didn't go blindly into the fast expansion.
Yeah, and I have actually had the pleasure of casting one of NetCreep's games as well tonight. It was on this very map. It was up against a Protoss player, and he opened quite strongly, but he overextended his lead. He pushed up when he should fall back, and suddenly he kind of lost his expansion and died a tragic death.
It was so sad.
But since I've seen this player before, especially Metacry, who's escaping with very little health, I do know his style that he played against me. Did you see that game as well?
Absolutely, I think I've seen 2 of his games, and especially the one versus you. He seems to be enjoying the mass salad and
Sentry.
Yes, absolutely.
So we'll see if he's going for that. It definitely seems like that he's getting his second simulator, so he will be able to get quite a lot of gas. And what is going on up here? We have Ost doing something.
A very fast Ghost Academy.
Yeah, and it's actually getting more and more common to get that ghost out. Get one ghost, a couple of units, barracks units, push out. If you get the money EMP off, you can do a lot of damage with quite a few units.
I believe this build will be very effective versus Metacry's build. Perhaps Ost has been watching the stream a little and might have seen Metacry's games.
Yeah, that is definitely a possibility. And as you can see, a lot of sentries on the way here from Metacry. Let's see, get the names up there as well.
What is the yelling about? Did I miss something?
I think they are talking about that probe who refuses to die, and he's just poking up here. That very probe escaped with very little health from the base, and then I've been messing around, and here we do see a little force moving around.
Meanwhile, we can see that Ost has 2 gas up, but he's only got 1 worker in one of them. Probably intentional, I guess, since it is on 2 tech racks. and he's researching the Mobius reactor, so he will have a lot of energy on these ghosts once they pop out.
As you can see, Ost has a beautiful read on his opponent. He did see the probe sneak up, and he suspected something, and oh yeah, he found the pylon, the very pylon that actually killed the Nut Creep. Not against this player, but a sneaky pylon in the back. If you do not spot it, you can get sandwiched. If that is even a word.
Oh yes, indeed.
Well, you can get sandwiched even if it is not a word.
Yep. And we see a little bit of a supply block here on Ost, but
Yeah. And he
not
really
anymore. He should
start.
build one more though.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
his command center is about to finish, so he will be quite fine for a while.
There we
But
go.
I believe he still would want it pretty soon.
Yes,
'Cause-
his advancing forward is actually putting up a bunker to be safe, and he's getting the tower as well. I'm guessing since Metacry is not moving out. Oh, this is a huge read. Did it? Yes, he got a big, beautiful view of all these sentries. He knows what's up, and are we actually seeing a 4-gate mass sentry?
Yeah, I believe so. And actually, when in his earlier game, when he had his natural, he put down, I believe he had a total of 6 and then 9 gateways, all producing pretty much zealots and sentries.
And it is a quite decent
And,
mix.
yeah, we can see he's building a Twilight Council. We will see zealot charge, most likely.
Yeah, but I do have to say that, well, I'm not really liking this starport right now. Well, generally I would like it, but since we know what's up, I would rather see that he's trying to get some tanks out, because he's getting marauders, and they work beautiful against zealots compared to marines. So a lot of marauders, and some beautiful EMPs, and a tank or two blasting away. I think that is a good way to defend against this kind of push.
Absolutely. What we can see though is that Ost doesn't have any of the tech lab upgrades for his bio army, and the concussive shells would be quite sweet to have. And still, once he get Medivac up.
Yeah, and finally he's getting +1 armor. I do not like that he waited that long. Since he's getting a missile turret to detect, he is already getting the engineering base, so he might as well just start using it. And he is now getting supply box very soon. Do we see? No supply depots on the way, so he will be very heavily supply block. And that is not all, he's also stockpiling a lot of money here.
Yeah, and besides those sentries, he hasn't really seen any of the tech.
Oh, and now we can see that Metacry is actually moving out here. Will he move out for an attack? His charge is almost up.
I think we will see a Nexus drop down now.
Yeah, probably. Well, no, he is actually taking this probe. And he's committing to this attack. He's quite far ahead in food count. But with some decent defenses here, well, maybe. He really needs to get beautiful EMPs off. And the problem here is, should you go for the probe? Well, the zealots, to get them down because they are the damage dealer, or should you go for the sentries to get rid of their energy? And that is a bit tricky, and this missile turret is not doing anything good, and he does not see the pylon. And here we go, the engagement is a fact, and there's sentries mass, beautiful EMP.
And he does still have room for more EMPs on those sentries.
There we go.
But he's sniping. And there was some more EMPs.
Yes. And oh, we didn't get the last one away, but these force fields actually helps him very, very nicely. But it just seems to me that Metacry has too many units. He will not be able to defend this. He forgot Steam, that is what it says. And there is the good game.